Well, the meteorologist is teasing that we may get 3 inches of snow for our last day of winter. Will that hold true? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. Good morning, welcome to another episode of Massachusetts. I'm your host, Bob Tremblay. I'm really happy to say, just as the meteorologist forecast last night, we did get snow, and it's snowing right now. So this is the last day of winter of 2020, and I'm going to take advantage of the snow today with the dogs. We're going to get out and play in the snow. Well, the equinox is actually going to begin in 2 hours, so we actually have 2 hours left of winter. Let's get out there and let's see if we can get in our last dog sledding run of the 2020 winter season. Well, we have less than an hour of winter left, but we do have snow and the sled is ready and we have an open trail. All right, ready? All right, up, let's go, up. Yep. That's it. Good. G around. That's it. Good. Come on. Let's go. Up. Well, it's kind of a wet day. The snow doesn't have a whole lot of glide, but the dogs are trying to make the most out of it. Regardless of even if it snows more, this is the last day of winter. Come on, let's go. So it's great to get in a run last day of winter. So stay tuned. At the end of this episode, I'll take a look at the mushing log of all the miles and the runs that we did this season that you've been able to join us on. And we'll talk about what the future holds for Massachusetts and Bandit and Shiva. Stand. GoPro, stop recording. Good. Let's go. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good. G. G. Yes. Yes. No. G. G. Yes. Good. Yes. Good dogs. Good dogs. Let's go. Well, I was able to get off the pavement and onto one of our single track trails, and the snow cover is actually pretty good, but boy, the snow's wet. Branches are hanging down. Dogs are pulling through, but they're pulling me right through the wet branches. Just enjoying it while I can. All right, let's go. Up. There we go. There we go. Good boy. Good, good. Hit. Here's one of those low branches I'll be going through. Good, good. Okay, G. Yes. Yep, good. Good dogs, good dogs. I hit. I hit. Yep. Good dogs. Yep. Up. All right, let's go back. Good boy. Good, ahead, ahead, paw around, good, good, yep, that's it, good, 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 ahead, ahead, oh. Well, it's officially spring right now, and we actually got in some dog sledding for the last 2 hours of the winter season. So, like I said, we're going to go home, dry up, and take a look at our mushing log for the year, or for the season. Well, we're back home, the dogs are napping, we've all dried off, and I've taken a look at our mushing log. And here are the results of the mushing miles that you've seen here on Massachusetts since we began shooting our episodes on September 21st of 2019 till today, which is the first day of spring, March 19th of 2020. So for that 6-month period, we mushed a total of, Bandit, Shiva and I mushed a total of 286.61 miles, which involved 53 separate trips. 28 of those days were dog sledding. 23 of those days were mushing with wheels, so either on the scooter or on the bike. I expected to actually have more miles and more trips in during the 6-month period, but several things kind of interfered for that. One of the very first was that Bandit ran into a porcupine right when we started, right in the very beginning of September. And with the quills that he got, he was out of action for 3 weeks, so that kind of ate into our time. Also, I just had a lot of work conflicts in February. I was away on an 8-day expedition in Maine, and then I had another trip, another winter mountaineering trip to Mount Washington, and all those work conflicts took away from my sledding time. But then probably one of the things that was most out of our control was just that it was such a warm winter with such unreliable and poor snow. So that definitely ate into things as well. But we really had a great time. I think we made the most of it. And I just wanted to demonstrate to you what's possible with only 2 dogs. You don't need to have a big sled team of 12 or 16 to enjoy dog sledding. So I think that I've kind of demonstrated here what you can do with 2 dogs. So I hope you enjoyed these episodes of Massachusetts. We're getting into the spring. We're going to kind of change the way we do things a little bit. And I'll explain that in our next episode. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail.